So this is what happens when you don't pay attention. But the cool thing is, in Java Edition, you can stare at an Enderman like this, and they will not move. But it doesn't work in Bedrock. There we go. Now, there's tons of Endermen just around this area. There's one over there. There was another one up on that hill. And then there was one just over here that I accidentally looked at. See, there he is, just floating back there. So you guys probably saw in the intro, I was working on these meat drying racks just to kind of add some more to the giant dock from last episode. And I'm thinking we might be able to set up like a little counter to where people can come in. They can look at like the fish or the vegetables or potatoes or the meat that they want, pay for it, and then go about their day. But I did run out of wood to make campfires, so I also had to chop down a lot of spruce, and we're going to be using even more of it today. Because to start off this episode, I think we're going to build up the stable that I talked about at the end of the last episode, because I really want to fill in this area. I want to make it feel like it's complete, and I feel like a stable is going to pull the whole thing together. So to start off, I'm thinking of a very similar shape to the houses. The only difference I wanted to make with this was I just made it a block taller, because I'm imagining this is the area where the runner or the owner of the horse stables sleeps and works. And then we're going to build the stable side off of the edge going this way. For the roof, I think we might keep a similar pattern, so I'm gonna kind of mess with that and see if it looks good. It's pretty much gonna look like this, I imagine. Oh yeah, that'll work perfectly. So we're just gonna take this, copy it on the back, and fill it in with a little bit of the deep slate.
Project command. Stand by to power transfer. Time is X minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You read me, Hal? Hello, Hal.
All right, the roof is coming together and looking nice. I'm thinking we'll start building out the stable next. So I'm kind of thinking we go back here and we just have like a 3-block gap between these posts, and we could just build these up like so and connect them like that. And I think we might, I don't know how deep we want this to go. Probably back to this corner here. I think that'll be good. Of course, it's got to rain. But I'm going to go ahead and throw that together and play with the roof, which is going to be a similar shape to this one. And yeah, see how that looks. Gosh, can we please get a way to stop the rain? This is horrible, but the roof is coming along nice. The stable is looking awesome. I'm thinking of putting some pots on top of here to put some foliage and also some lanterns as well to light this area up. I still need to connect this up with some slabs and get a little bit of a slant going and then fill in the rest with deep slate. But I think we're going to try to get this rain to go away. We're going to fill in the walls for the main part of this house and get the oak faces on the front and back of here. And I'm realizing I forgot a slab up here. How dare I? And we'll just take this out and boom. And then there we go. So just got to finish up the roof and connect it up to the stable. And then I need to get some copper grates and some cauldrons. But to do that, we need to go back to our starter village. Hey, what's going on, Speedy? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, I think I have enough copper down here, but I can never remember the recipe for grates. Do I have it? Oh, I already have some. We're good. I don't have to craft them. Nice. Well, that was uneventful. Back to the village. Don't you just love it when things work out that way? I really need to light this village up because I keep getting creepers everywhere. All right, now that that's done, the copper grates are going to go across like so we can look out of the house at our beautiful horses like Speedy. And we're going to put the cauldrons here. We'll fill these up with water, and I should have just enough trapdoors. Boom. So we got a little watering trough here, and I think we might put some more trapdoors here to store some hay on top. I'm not sure, but I think that'll look good. But I'm going to go ahead and finish up this roof and get and look all new and pretty and awesome, and I will show you guys when it's done. And we can just put the door right here. And we are done. Almost. So I'm thinking to make this build stand out even more, I want to try building a flag up top. Now, the animated stuff in Minecraft has been really popular lately, and I thought about trying to animate this flag, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So I think we're just going to do a very simple flag right now, but I need to get wool, and sadly, I don't have any sheep here. I only have cows. And I think the only wool I have, I used to make that bed over there. So I need to get some wool, and I'm thinking a red and white flag would look excellent on top of this. It would just be another high point in the skyline and also just set it apart a little bit from the rest of the houses. Well, while we're over here, let's go ahead and gather up melons and pumpkins that are growing so we can trade with the farmers. And we'll go ahead and also grab some wool from all these sheep. I think that'll be enough. Why am I hearing zombies? No. No! All of you guys got turned into zombies! What? I am never going to financially recover from this. I need to go lie down for a little bit. Well, that's unfortunate, because I actually just spent either time on stream or just time off camera building a second layer to the sugarcane farm. And it's actually been doing pretty good. Bandit, what do I do? Yeah, I need to just let me lie down. Alright, now with this flag, I want it to be simple, but still look like a flag. So I'm kind of thinking we build off like so. Let's go over by 2, and if I can go off the back. There we go. We'll move this back by 2. I don't know if I can get underneath. I can. Excellent. So something like this, and then we can build back by 1 again. And I'm kind of thinking something like this. So I kind of want to tail off the end of it. I think that looks really good. I gotta get to the back of this. It's so hard to do with scaffolding. And I think taking that out. And we'll just grab our stragglers quick. And let's see how that looks from back here. Yeah, that looks awesome. I think that looks great. Awesome. Okay, it's nighttime. I need to sleep. Sweep. Oh, I love this. This looks so good. This is probably my favorite flag that I've ever built. And have I only built one flag? I'm not sure. But I think we just need to get a couple horses loaded up into here and get some foliage around and probably do the path going up to the door. It probably won't be anything too crazy because we're just right off of this path here. Build that up like so. There we go. All right. I'm kind of thinking if we did like a mixture of mud, chorister, and path blocks over here, because if horses are getting taken in and out of the stables quite a bit, then this area would get used up a lot. So I'm going to play around with that and see what I think. All right, now that that stable is done, we're going to go and work on the subscriber trading hall really quick, just for a little bit. So last episode, we built this up quite a bit and got a lot of work done, but now it's time to hopefully get this bottom portion fixed. We're finished, and then I want to start laying out the staircase that we're going to take down to this part of the trading hall. I'm going to work on getting this floor down here finished, and we're going to start working on, I think, the staircase getting down here. So let's jump into a quick time lapse and get that done. Like I said before, I was not done with spruce, and I'm still not done. So I went ahead and added in some finer details along the outside, and also started framing up the house that's going to sit on top of the villager trading hall. The house will hold some villagers for those who donate and do all that kind of stuff. The rest of it's mostly going to be stone, but the inside does have some spruce interior. After much time and patience, 1.21.6 is here. I finally have updated the Forever World to this, and that means I can now get all of the new blocks that I've been wanting, including the Happy Ghast. But I can't remember off the top of my head if I need shears for collecting some of the new blocks, so we're going to go ahead and just craft up a couple pairs just to be sure. I want to go try finding some of the dried grass and the firefly bushes and stuff so we can start adding that to our existing builds and making it look even better. So I'm going to hop into a boat and we're going to go try to find some. Okay, I've traveled pretty far. I've found a swamp, and I'm still not seeing any of the new plants. What is going on? Why? I would love the firefly bushes. I'll pick up some of the dead plants, that's fine. But, ooh, and my favorite flower. I gotta grab some of those. Where are the firefly bushes? I thought they would at least be at a swamp. I can't even find the dried grass on the sand. What is going on? I have never been to this area. The chunks loaded on their own. So why can't I find any of the new blocks? Also, what's going on with my skin inside the inventory? I look like a potato. Maybe I should have waited to update. Oh well, I'm gonna keep going in this direction.
2,000 years later.
Oop, I think I found something that looks like a firefly bush from far away. Let's go! Yes, that is definitely a firefly bush. I am definitely picking these up. I will fight all these mobs for them. I do not care. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, I'll take you out. Ugh, that was a horrible shot. Perfect, alright. Come here, fireflies. I'm glad I found these. I just hope I can find my way back, which I think is just that direction. I guess we'll find that out later. Now I just want to find some of the dried grass, which I thought it spawned on sand, but I'm not seeing it on any of these. But I guess I'll take the firefly bushes as a win. That's at least something. Well, it's no dried grass, but there's the regular bushes. I'm definitely going to grab those as well. Ooh, and the fallen leaves. I forgot that I could get these in 1.21.5. I just didn't, and I don't want suspicious stew. Get out. Well, we'll grab these. Still no dried grass, but that's okay. I'm sure I can find some at a later time. Alright, before I get too lost in all of this new terrain, I think we're going to head back and start setting up some of these firefly bushes and such to make the area look even better. finally we're home. Now the first thing I really want to do is place these firefly bushes around our bridge. I think this would be the optimal spot for it, so that way when it's nighttime, we'll see the particles floating around. And I do want to bone meal these quite a bit so we can actually get the particles in other places. But I think adding it close to the water where we would normally find it is going to be a great option. Alright, now I just gotta wait for it to be nighttime and we'll see how those particles are looking. But I think I might add some over by the lighthouse as well. And while we wait for night, let's go ahead and grab some bone meal and see if we can get these to multiply. Bone mealing these is so simple. I love that we can just bone meal it and it just makes copies that we can break. Oh, it's so handy. And look at that. Oh, this is amazing. I love these little particles. Look at this. I know if we condense them more, we should get more particles, but overall this just adds so much ambiance and I am in love with it. Well, enough of that. Gotta sleep. There's not a bed in here. Well, I guess I'm sleeping in the zombie infested library hall, and I can't because there's monsters nearby. Alright, Iron Golem, sleeping in here. Since I couldn't find any of the dried grass, I did find the leaf litter and I want to add it throughout this just to kind of add a little extra drop of color. I think that's bringing all of this together. I love that Mojang keeps adding new stuff to the game that we can always use to refresh old builds and make them just look better, because it's very subtle, but I know it's there, and that's the important part. Oh, I'm loving this. This is great. And what I really need to do, I just need to make a dedicated chest for some decorative blocks, because I have everything kind of spread out and I want to start consolidating them so I just have an easier place. Also, I found 2 lodestones in a ruined nether portal chest. I forgot to record it, but I might have some replay footage of me doing it. But I found 2 of these, and I thought that was really, really nice. I know you can craft them now with iron ingots, so I wasn't too worried, but finding 2 of them, I'll take it. But I know these chests are a little worse for wear. Most of them are organized, but there's a couple of them that I just turned into dump chests, so I think I need to go through and kind of just sort out what I don't need or want. And of course, I can't forget about the fishing village. So I went ahead and bone mealed up a bunch more, and we're gonna put them all over because this is the perfect place for fireflies. Only thing I hate about nighttime is mobs, but I might have to experience it a little bit more with the firefly bushes. Oh, what kind of lag was that? But look at this very subtle ambiance to the fishing village. The firefly bushes are adding so much. I even went ahead and added some under the soil, and I think that's going to add even more throughout the entire village. But I'm tired of the mobs. I'm going to sleep. Well, with that, we're going to wrap on up, but the quest for dry grass is going to continue. I'm going to look in between episodes, and maybe if we have some time, maybe we'll look for some next episode. I'm going to get on out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.